Brace yourselves, patriots, because we're about to dive into a story that reeks of cover-up and danger. A massive fire has erupted at a BioLab in Georgia, spewing toxic smoke into the air and forcing thousands to evacuate. But here's the kicker. This is not the first time this facility has gone up in flames. We're asking the question that no one else dares to. What's really burning in that lab, and why isn't the mainstream media covering this environmental disaster? The answers may shock you. Now, folks, while we're talking about toxic chemicals, let's talk about something that can actually improve your health. Collagen. After 20, your body produces 12% less collagen each decade, and that's why I take this magical powder to rejuvenate my skin. Unlike store-bought supplements, this product combines the 5 crucial types of collagen for skin health. It reduces visible signs of aging, promotes elasticity, and hydrates your skin. Get it today at 51% off at healthwithgary.com. Order now for free VIP live health and fitness coaching, a free ebook on foods for amazing skin, and 60-day guarantee and free shipping. Don't wait. Turn back the clock on your skin. Now, we have to read those ads because they keep this channel going, my friends. And this news is not good. BioLab. Who is it? It's a swimming pool and spa water care division of Kick Consumer Products based in Lawrenceville, Georgia. A fire broke out there at the same location in 2020. There was also an incident in 2016. Always during an election year? That's interesting. Some of the video out of this place is, when I saw this smoke, I couldn't believe orange and red smoke. Atlanta can't catch a break. This chemical plant fire at a place called BioLab is raging just east of Atlanta. Evacuations have been ordered. Rockdale County Sheriff's Office regarding the BioLab fire in Conyers, Georgia. The fire is out. They say the fume could be around for a few days. This is the 4th fire from this place since 2004. They put out the fire. The plume is still rising behind them. This is like the Ohio train spill. They've evacuated 17,000 people from the area. Take 3 days to clear.
You don't seem to know anything.
They will provide that information.
Should people be evacuating or sheltering in place?
So I will refer to Sharon Webb. She's the Director of Emergency Management Agency to answer that question.
Do you know about how long people can expect to still see this plume of smoke?
Probably several days. I was not here during this occurrence in 2004, and it was several days of this type of reaction. However, of course, the longer it goes, the better it's getting. So we're mitigating to it. It's a slow process, but we are working to get through it.
And again, this is just due to the chemical reaction.
Correct. What you're seeing.
When was the fire? What time around?
So the initial call came in around 5:30 a.m. With a fire that, of course, activated the sprinkler systems, which reacted with the chemical itself. And so it's just been an ongoing. We've been fighting the fire with water, but the water is also aggravating the chemical, so it's a twofold. But we were able to get the fire under control, and that's where we are right now.
And about what time was the fire under control this afternoon?
I would say around 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The fire was first.
Look at this. What's this news report here? Look at that. Mass evacuations. Here, look at this. Look at this aerial view. If you're in the area, get gone. Georgia's the source of a major chemical fire. Here's the truth about what they produce. These guys deal with highly reactive chemicals used in pool and spa care, including chlorine and other toxic substances. Their products like BioGuard, SpaGuard, and ProGuard are loaded with chemicals that can react explosively with water, which is exactly what happened. This is the 3rd time in 7 years. You're talking about products like Clean It, Mineral Springs Cell Cleaner, Strip Quick, all of which contain dangerous chemicals that can ignite when mixed with water. This is not a one-off incident. If you're near Conyers, you're at risk of inhaling this hazardous crap while authorities scramble to control the situation. Wake up and be aware of what's happening. And he goes on to post a list of all of it. If you breathe in the fumes from the chemicals like chlorine or other toxic substances used at BioLab, the effects can be severe and immediate. Respiratory distress, chemical burns, nausea, vomiting, eye and skin irritation, pulmonary edema, long-term health effects. If a full explosion were to occur, the release of these fumes could blanket the surrounding areas, making it extremely dangerous to breathe or even be outside. Look at that shot. Look at that. That is all the chemical released into the air in the plume. Look at this. People driving through this stuff. Not Georgia BioLab's first explosion seems to be a habit. The facility at the center of the chemical fire has a history of incidents involving hazardous chemical releases. Here's a breakdown of the three major incidents. 2004, a chemical fire occurred at the Conyers BioLab, causing massive smoke. 2020, incident in September. Two separate events occurred at BioLab. Thermal decomposition event involving TCCA caused a plume of hazardous fumes, resulting in closure of I-20 for 6 hours. Evacuation of businesses. 2023 incident, another reported fire. Safety investigations found multiple issues contributing to these repeated incidents, particularly involving the exposure of reactive chemicals to water. Now, here's a trucker, and this is kind of related to the previous report we did on the hurricane destruction that is ravaging Carolinas and Tennessee. This trucker is noting sabotage events taking place.
5 trucks. A friend of mine posted my last video on Facebook, so I'm just repeating it here on TikTok just to get the word out. TA in Denmark, Tennessee had 50 trucks with slashed tires. 50 trucks with slashed tires. That's on I-40 through Tennessee. Exit 126 in Holiday, Tennessee. The Loves had 5 trucks. One guy had 9 tires slashed. And exit 163 at the Loves in Dixon, Tennessee, there were 16 trucks with tires slashed. So if y'all are traveling through that area, avoid those truck stops. Try not to stay overnight in those truck stops. As for now, they've got authorities working on what's going on, and it's some kind of an activist group that is doing this. So y'all be careful and be safe out there.
Massive devastation from Hurricane Helene, chemical explosions, evacuating 17,000 people, sabotage at truck stops, Biden-Harris nowhere to be found. I mean, are they going to show up to this place and offer support to all those people who've been displaced? 17,000? Initial fire was caused when water from a malfunctioning sprinkler came into contact with water-reactive chemical. Massive chemical fire 20 miles east of Atlanta. Fault in a sprinkler system. Eyewitness account of the massive chemical fire. Imagine living in that neighborhood right there, and this is happening in your backyard. The plume of smoke. Look at that. Everybody in the path of that plume can be affected. And that's real-time live radar. Reminds me of Palestine, Ohio. The October surprises have already started. The next 30 days are going to be an absolute zoo. It's madness everywhere. Conyers, Georgia, Asheville, North Carolina. Oh, yes. Frisco, Dallas, Texas, now Georgia. What are the odds of this happening within 5 days of each other? The plant, which is part of a swimming pool and spa water care division of Kick Consumer Products, Frisco Pool Supply Warehouse, catches fire this morning. Residents in area asked to shelter in place. Dallas, Texas. Same exact problem. 5 days prior. Frisco Pool Supply Warehouse catches fire this morning. Residents asked to shelter in place. What? This just happened. Before this one? Urgent traffic advisory, shelter in place. Pool supply business, shelter in place in Dallas, Texas. Very suspicious. Shelter in place orders Due to BioLab chemical plant fire. Truckers sounding the alarm. We ain't even October yet. So there you have it, a BioLab inferno that's not just threatening lives, but raising some serious questions about what's really going on in these facilities. 4 fires since 2004, not a coincidence, it's a pattern. But here's what we need to ask ourselves. What aren't they telling us about this lab and others like it? Is this a public safety issue or something even more sinister? And why the media blackout? Your thoughts matter? Share them in the comments below.